Yes, people, that is correct. Real Madrid are making a late move for Martin Zubimendi. How do you feel about this, Gunners? We are going to get into this. It's going to be a short transfer video today. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm just going to get into the news right now. And this comes from a sports journalist that writes for Marca, I believe. And this was actually released yesterday because there was a Nation League final that went on yesterday. Portugal versus Spain. Portugal coming out the winners, and big up to Ronaldo for that. I'm a Ronaldo fan. Ronaldo over Messi, in my opinion. But anyway, Martin Zubimendi did play in that game, and I did believe that he did score in that game. But before the game even started, apparently Florentino Perez was working on a secret signing. He plays tonight in the Nation League final, and it was a hint, and it says it's not Nico Williams. This comes a reporter that writes for the Marca newspaper in Spain. Then, as of this morning, was reported that Real Madrid, well, it was thought that Zubimendi to Arsenal was almost done, but Real Madrid are now have made a call, apparently so, and now the situation is very much open. Gunners, how do you feel about this? Because all the talk around the Zubimendi deal to Arsenal is that still nothing to worry about. Gunners have put so much work into this deal to get Martin Zubimendi over the line. Talks in January that it was completed in January. He was set for a move and this, that, and the other. But we know that in recent weeks, Martin Zubimendi, the interview that came out, I think last week now, I reported it on the show, that he said his options are open, hasn't done a medical yet, and this, that, and the other. So it's all conflicting reports. But there's a lot of people in the social media world right now that claim that Martin Zubimendi to Arsenal is done. But he has said that Xabi Alonso is his idol. He's not managed, he's played under Xabi Alonso in the second team at Real Sociedad. He would love to be at Real Madrid. Most Spanish players' dream is to go to Real Madrid. So, Gunners, are you worried about this? Let me know. Because at the end of the day, it could just be reports, people trying to get clicks and views on their post and this, that, and the other, because they know how Arsenal fans are. We react to a lot of things, most things. I do. I know I do. But at the end of the day, until he's holding a shirt up, doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. It's all gas at the end of the day. As long as until he's holding an Arsenal shirt up, it's all gas to me at the end of the day. So people, you let me know what you think about that. Now, we are moving on to Leroy Sané, because there was a Turkish journalist that reported it with over 1 million followers on social media. And he said that Arsenal are set to make an offer for Leroy Sané. And the fact that we are set to make an offer is because that his contract is up at the end of the month at Bayern Munich. He has other interests from other clubs, from Tottenham as well. I think are also interested in him. But if this was going to be our backup to Saka, I mean, I prefer Kudos. He's younger. He's in the Premier League. Sané's been in the Premier League. He's played in the Premier League. Sané's actually played under Arteta as well. Sterling also played under Arteta, and look how that turned out. But Sané had a decent season last season. And I think he'll be a decent backup. He's turning 30 next year. Is he turning 30 next year, January? I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wouldn't be bad. Maybe as a third choice, if you bring in Sané on a free, then sign Kudus as well. Would Sané demand big wages? Potentially. Who knows? We're going to cross that bridge when we get there. But apparently this week, Sané will be offered a contract from Arsenal. And we will just see if he accepts or not. And we will go from there. We're almost there, people. Now, there was an exclusive reported today from an Italian publication that Lazio have rejected a 30 million bid from Al Hilal for Nuno Tavares. Now, we know Nuno Tavares has joined Lazio permanently, but in the contract or in the deal, Arsenal do have around between a 35 to a 40% release clause. So that basically means if Nuno Tavares is sold on, we get a percentage of that. If you didn't know that, you know that now. So any Arsenal, and I feel like Marquinhos has that in his contract as well. So Arsenal are trying to make money from players that are not even here anymore, which it makes sense. It absolutely makes sense. That's how you should operate as a business, because Nuno Tavares is still young and he's still got a lot of playing years ahead of him. Last but not least, Benjamin Sesko. What is happening with him? Now, the news is that, or the rumors is that we are expected to hear that Arsenal are going to make an offer for him this week. Apparently, that bid is prepared, and it says here, and I quote from Pletty Goal. This was comes from Florian Plettenberg, who writes for Sky Germany, and he said this, and I quote: "I am totally convinced Benjamin Sesko will play for Arsenal. An offer is expected to arrive next week, meaning this week." So, do we think Arsenal will actually make an offer this week? Why is it news that Arsenal will make an offer? That first bid is probably going to be rejected because that's how Arsenal move. And if it's not rejected, then hey ho, we go straight in for it. Deals that could be completed this week. Well, Kepa should be completed this week. There's talk that the transfer window will close tomorrow and this, that, and the other. I will remind you that Frimpong signed for Liverpool 2 days before the transfer window opened. I do not care. Sign these players. Don't wait. Let's not wait. If we can secure these deals, let's secure them. Zubimendi is not on international duty anymore. Zubimendi is not on international duty anymore. So do what you need to do to make sure that deal is fully secured. And then we go from there. So people, let me know what you think of all the news I have given you today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back with you with another transfer show tomorrow. Love and guidance, people. Peace.